Hi there, I'm Dr. Erika, and on this channel, we encourage radical change to inspire far-reaching impact. Now today, we'll be doing something a little bit different. I, for one, am pretty nosy when it comes to what other people do and the way that they live their lives. And so I'm someone who has 4 hours on end watched those What's in My Bag YouTube videos. And so I thought today would be a perfect day to make one to round out some of the things that we've been talking about as far as organization. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, just keep watching. All right, now it comes time for the big lift. So this is my work bag. I don't know if you can see it. It's fully in shot. Ugh. All right, so it is a Vera bag. It's a nice teal color, and it was gifted to me. I had a sorority sister that was moving out and was going to throw it away, and I was like, no, let me see what I can do with it. And it's now become my work bag. And so what we'll do is I'll go through and show you some of the things that I keep in my work bag, and I'd love to answer any questions that you may have. All right, we'll start with what is usually on top. So we talked a little bit about in my budgeting video, all the little things that I do throughout the week. And so in my bag, I've got to have some of the things to account for each of those things. So in my full-time role as a school psychologist, in my part-time role as a clinical director, and in my private practice. And so in addition to this bag, I actually carry a canvas bag that has maybe files that I'm working on or scoring manuals that I may need to score assessments. And so we're not going to dive into that at all. But that is what I carry in addition to this bag. So we'll start off on top. On top, this week alone, I am carrying the work phone for my second job while the executive director is out on leave. My second phone is what we're recording on, but that usually sits right on top so that I can have easy access to my bag. Next, you'll see that I have my pencil case, which is adorned with some of my favorite buttons. And in addition to, there are a lot of pins in here, so we won't go through them all, but I keep also my wireless headphones. I usually keep a red pen right on top, along with a pencil for my agenda and a black pen or a darkish ink pen. I usually like burgundy or purple to be able to kind of jot notes down. And then we've got some highlighters, chapstick, bookmark, and a couple of jump drives for files that I may need, and whiteout. I'm not going to go through the whole pen case, but that if that's something that you'd be interested in, let me know. I shared a shot of an overhead shot of my bag, so again, we'll just kind of work our way down. Next, I have my personal planner. I've been through a lot of different personal planners. Probably the Happy Planner, Tools for Wisdom. I've been through a lot in the years. And right now I am settled nicely into an A6 size planner. And so it's smaller, a little more petite, just enough to carry and hold the things that are more personal to me, that don't necessarily have times, but that are tasks that might be related to my business or even my own self-care, like the gym and nails and things like that. In here, I've also got some stickers to mark some of the activities, and I've got some things in the pockets. Again, if you want a separate video around my personal planner, just let me know. But that is what sits on top. Go right next to that is my little personal toiletry bag. This was a gift from one of my colleagues, and I use it every day. So in this toiletry bag, I have everything that I may need in case of emergency. So we'll go through that a little bit. Tissue. I've got this little zippered case. What you'll find is in my bag, I've got a bunch of other little bags that help keep me organized. So I keep this little zippered pouch that has extras of things that I might need. Hairpins, an extra set of pearl studs, and some fish oil apparently. All right, I keep my Dove Intensive Cream Moisturizer for my hands after all that hand sanitizer. I keep a reusable straw, try to limit and reduce my carbon footprint. I keep a little first aid kit. It has bandages, Q-tips, a set of tweezers, bobby pins, looks like a little Swiss Army knife, and some scissors. I also keep an extra kind of fresh scent body spray to kind of refresh myself throughout the day, especially if I've been doing a lot and running around. I keep a set of Post-it notes just in case I need to jot something down that I'm not ready to write in pen in my planner. I have a set of Post-it notes that I can jot it down and transfer later. I keep plaque toothpicks. What are these called? Little plackers. So they're like little flossers so that I can make sure that I clean my teeth after I eat and I'm not on these Zoom calls with spinach in my teeth. My set of work keys. Another set of precision tweezers just in case. A larger battery. I love this battery actually. I got it from Walmart. It's by the brand On, 2 N's, ONN. I have not charged this thing in God knows how long and it's still at 96%. So just in case I'll ever need a charge while I'm out, I have my external charger or like little battery. I keep a reading light. I keep this because I oftentimes I'm traveling for work or for family. And when I'm on the airplane, I feel like the light from the in the plane is so far away. I like to keep our reading light much closer so that I can illuminate what I'm doing on the plane. And then the last thing in this little pouch is another pouch full of my tech stuff. So this is a set of wire earbuds just in case the battery dies on those. It's an extra set of chargers, an extra set of the kind of wall plugs, just so that I have one with me and I don't necessarily need to take the one from home to be able to do some charging on the go. So that's what's in this everything goes bag, my little just in case bag. All right, next I keep a running to-do list. The thing that I like about this little list is it's on a pad. So I essentially could have a new list every day or every week, how often that I choose to fill it out. It has a column for do it later, which are things that I can kind of say, I know I need to do this, but it's not a real focus and I can at least jot it down. And a do it now, which is usually the stuff that I need to take care of today. And then they have the little done checklist next to them or checkbox so that I can mark it off once it's done. I also have a system for how I keep track of things that are in progress that I need to finish or things that I've fully done. Next, I have, I guess, my mouth bag. It is everything dealing with my lipstick or teeth or fresh breath throughout the day that I have. So I try to keep mints. I keep a set in my purse and in my lunch bag. I keep gum for those times where maybe it's not quite time for me to eat or have something so I can kind of chew on something until it's time to eat. I keep fresh breath spray also. You tell that's super important. All right, and then I also keep Vaseline Advanced Healing Chapstick. And then for colors that I carry with me at all times, I try to keep them neutral so that if I'm ever in a pinch and I'm gonna have my mask off for a long time, I keep just a neutral lip. So I've got this really pretty kind of like terracotta lip that is a lot more opaque when I want something like that. I also have the NYX Butter Gloss. I have it in Praline and in Toasted Marshmallow. So those are two of my go-to colors. And then I keep a nice dark liner. This is Club Hopper. And then I also keep another kind of neutral brown, and this is On Time by Nikki Cosmetics, right? Yeah, On Time. So that is my lip pouch or mouth pouch. All right. In this bag on the side, there's like a single zipper pouch, and that's where I keep most of my wallet stuff. All right, so in this pouch, I keep a lined pad, and that is really something, it's part of my organizational system. So when I sit down at a desk, wherever I'm working, I jot down the things that I want to look at getting done and then prioritize them throughout the day. So I like to have a little pouch. And then I have my wallet. It's just my ID. I keep my vaccination card in the back of this wallet. I also keep a set of business cards, again, for all of my different jobs. I keep my business in the back. I keep the not-for-profit and the school in the front. So in the front of the wallet, I have my ID. They have this clear pouch in the front. And then I keep the cards that I use the most. So there are cards that I use to kind of earn points. And then my debit card, which I try not to use as much, but then just immediately transfer the money from my debit card to the credit card to pay that off to accumulate points. On the inside of my wallet, I have other cards that I might use, the business credit card, my AAA card, some stamps, that's super important, my insurance card, and that's about it. And some quarters. So I don't go into the local city very often, but when I do, they have the meters and they only take quarters, and it's like 7 minutes for a quarter. It's highway robbery, but I try to make sure that I have quarters on me since I don't really carry any other cash. I think the only other cash I might have on me is a 20 that I have stashed in my planner as a just in case, like a break in case of emergency. All right, the other pouch that I keep in the side of this Vera Bradley bag is my Target Fund little bag. So it's just a cute little wallet that I got from Target, but it holds all of my gift cards. So what I realize is that people give me gift cards and I will put them somewhere and then never think to use them when I am out in public. And so I had the idea to start carrying this little Target Fund card. And so anytime I pull up to somewhere like Chick-fil-A or go to the mall and I'm in Lush and trying to kind of figure out how to walk out without spending my money, I will take this Target Fund card. And I'll kind of look through, I've got Old Navy, I've got Lush, I've got Chick-fil-A, I've got Michael's, right? So I will take this into a store with me and kind of say, look, do you have any gift cards that someone has blessed you with that you need to focus on spending first? And I'll pull those out first. I also try to keep coupons and things that I might get from store rewards as a reminder to be able to use them in here. So those sit in the zippered pouch. On the side, there are 2 pouches and I slide my phones in them. And I also have some hand sanitizer that I have slid there and a nail file. So I keep my nails natural and short. And so they tend to kind of get hit or dinged. And so I try to keep a nail file on me at all times. This is my catch-all notebook. And so I have it sectioned off for my inbox, things like where my lined sticky notes will go at the start of the day, any little notes that I need to kind of keep track of. I have stickers in here that allow me to kind of make note or tab things off. But then I have a section for each of my responsibilities except for my private practice clients. I do not keep them in this notebook, but it has social media. It has the different accounts that I manage. It has the different notes that I might take for a different job, blog ideas, everything. It's kind of like my little catch-all. So that is there. And this notebook is from the Happy Planner, if I didn't already say that. which is one of my favorite organizational systems. Next, I keep my catch-all journal. So this is a place where I write things like my wildest dreams. I make notes about prayers or things that I want to kind of remember to journal about. I also do some journaling in here. I may make a list or future lists. Sometimes I'll outline videos here. And make some notes about things that I want to do professionally or for my business. So this is kind of like my big girl manifestation book, right? Something that I kind of look to catch all of the things that I am anticipating doing as a professional and as I kind of move in these different spaces. So this I try to carry with me, even though I don't always access it throughout the day. So the last two paper items that I have in my work bag are a binder that I have dedicated to notes that I might take when I am seeing clients and am not able to draft the contact note right away. I will jot some things that I would like to be able to remember about our session, things that they've said that I want to make sure get transferred into the actual therapeutic note. I don't have any identifying information about the clients, but it's something that I use to kind of keep track until I can log it in my record keeping system and then shred it. And then the thing that keeps me together, my appointment book. So I've mentioned this before, because the way my life is set up, I tend to try and mark things as far out as possible. And I need things set up throughout the day in 15-minute increments because I have some meetings that don't start until 1:15. And so this agenda or appointment book really allows for me to schedule out my day, like on days like this past Friday, where I literally had meetings from 8 to 4 back to back, and then again from 4:30 to 7. It's really helpful for keeping me organized and keeping me on schedule. And so this is a must-have throughout the day. I have my work laptop, especially since I usually carry this bag when I am going in between my full-time job and my other responsibilities. And so it is important for me to have this and the charger. And last, but certainly not least, the most important little package that I carry in my bag. So this is a bag that I learned long ago that I have to have in any work bag that I carry. And it is my snack bag. So I keep snacks just in case. You never know what's going to happen, especially because sometimes my days go from maybe as early as like 5 if I'm going to the gym, and I may not get home until 9:30 at night. And so I do carry my lunch, I do pack my breakfast and things like that, but that's a long day. And so just in case, I want to keep something on me that is healthy or something that I know that I like, so that I don't just run and pick up whatever is at the nearest Wawa, always, unless I'm treating myself. All right, so the first thing in my snack bag are these little drink mixes. I don't drink a lot of juice or soda, and so I like to add like the little Crystal Light, this one's like black cherry, to my water from time to time for an extra bit of flavor and to encourage me to get my water down. Sometimes it's a hard day and I have hard meetings, and so I've got little chocolate pick-me-ups. So this week it is M&Ms and Snickers, and so I usually carry that just in case I'm like, I need chocolate following that disastrous meeting. All right, book of matches. Not really sure what that has to do with my food pouch, but it's important to have just in case. And then I've got a couple of different protein bars. So this one is like chocolate peanut butter, because I never know what I'm going to be in the mood for. This one is chocolate brownie, my absolute favorite. And so like clearly I'm holding on to it, but I have a chocolate brownie in there. And then recently I came across these maple French toast, which I really also like too. So I keep one of those in there. I also like flavored tuna. And so Walmart has this really, really great ranch flavored tuna, which I love. And it's usually just a really great kind of protein snack. So what you'll notice is I keep a lot of protein in my little food bag because protein will help sustain and hold you. So especially if I'm like, you know, really, really famished, picking up something like protein as opposed to something like sugar will help sustain me until I can get like a real meal in me. So can't always, you know, go when you're at home. And so I have these little like odor eliminating droplets that I also keep them in my food bag. So that if I go to the bathroom and really have to go, you know, not everybody knows. So another super important. I also have like a little utensil set. So I bet you were wondering like, how do you eat that tuna? Why do you keep it in the pouch? So I've got a set of utensils that has a spoon, a fork, and actually a set of chopsticks. And so I keep that in my little food pouch. So the last two things that I have are one, this little keto fat bomb shot. So I like to keep these because it's a little sweet and it's better than reaching for my M&Ms or Snickers, and I know better. And it also is kind of that MCT oil, which is supposed to be really good for kind of helping you burn fat. So I try to keep one of these little fat bombs on me. And like every good Black auntie or mother, I have hard candy, right? So I have Lifesaver, and then I have the sugar-free caramel Werthers because apparently I am, you know, a 70-year-old trapped in a 35-year-old's body. Okay. So there we are. All right, and that's it. Much lighter this time around, but that is everything that I keep in my work bag. So again, as someone who supports folks in their emotional wellness journeys, sometimes I need a lot to make sure that I also am maintaining my level of organization and emotional wellness to be able to continue to show up and provide for others. If you would like to see more about how psychology can walk and talk and show up in your everyday life, please feel free to subscribe, leave us a comment, drop us a message, and we'll see you soon.